to Center Heist Productions. It is March 25th, 2024. Please hit the likes and subscribe down below in the right-hand corner. As we normally do, we review the games. Last night's game, which was an hour ago. Habs were in Seattle to play the Kraken, and quite a decisive victory, 5-1. Of course, more than a solid game by the Habs, but very lopsided game. For me, those games are kind of boring. The Habs came right out with 4-0 lead, just like that. Boom, 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 boom. First goal, I know they gave it to Caden Gooley. I still say it was Slavs with the redirection, but, the NHL is the NHL. Either way, it's a Habs goal, and he was in the right place, and a great shot by Gooley, so all of the above was good. So, we're going to give you the stats, then we're going to talk about it a bit more. Not a lot to talk about, though. So, first period, 4-0 Montreal. Just one-sided all the way. They were just all over. They drove Grubauer out of the net. Yeah. Same thing they did the last game. It was the opposite. The other goaltender got driven out. So, period 2, they swapped goals, and no goals in the third. And that one goal, unfortunately, Primeau should have had it. I know that I think Jack may have gotten his stick, tipped it, deflected it a bit. However, it was still a shot Primeau should have had. But even at that, Primeau had a very solid night. He played quite well. So Primeau was in nets. Grubauer started. Newhook got the winning goal. Okay, so first star, Caden Gooley had an exceptional game. 1 goal, 2 assists, +4. And he logged 23 minutes and 29 seconds. Second star, Newhook had probably the best game he's had all year. 2 goals and +1. And then we had the third star, Caden Primeau deserved. I still think I would have put Primeau ahead of Newhook. I would have swapped spots there. Anyhow, 36 saves, 1 goal against, and 0.973 save percentage. First goal was scored at 4-18 by Caden Gooley, and assisted by Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki. Like I say, if you watch it, it's touchy, but it looks to me like Slab pushes it in the net. Although it looked like it could have been still headed there. Maybe that's where I don't know what they're looking at. 6:22, Alex Newhook finally gets a goal, assisted by Caden Gooley, and Michael Pezzetta gets on the board. 17:33, Nick Suzuki scores a beautiful blast, assisted by Jordan Hears and Yuri Slavkovsky. And 18 minutes, Newhook gets another goal, assisted by Brendan Gallagher and Caden Gooley again. Second period starts, 56 seconds, Seattle wastes no time. Now then, remember that they had the goaltender change at that point. 56 seconds, Jordan Eberle scores, and you gotta love Jordan Eberle, assisted by Will Boring and Jamie Oleziak. 13-16, Mike Matheson. What a beautiful goal. To carry the puck up the ice, just inside out around everybody, and just turned Seattle inside out on that goal. Nice goal. Beautiful goal by him. Short-handed at that. It was a nice goal. Stats, shots on goal, 37-17 for the Habs. Only 17 shots and 5 goals. That's not good. That's not good defensive or goaltending play for Seattle. And they lambasted Primeau, and he was pretty darn good tonight. Hits, 21-13. They outbodied us tonight. Montreal's going to have to wake up in that department. They had all of their hitters in, and that's not cool. Face-offs, 29-26 for the Habs. 0-2 on the power play once again. 0-4 for Seattle, so we were a little bit more undisciplined than they were. Penalty minutes, 8 for us, 4 for them. Giveaways, 4 for us, 5 for them. Takeaways, 5 for us, 9 for them. Block shots, 19-13. At least we led in that. I know Seattle had a couple of injuries in this game, too. One in the first and then one in the third. Jamie, penalty summary. Jamie Eliziak gets at 12:56, 2 minutes for tripping. Second period, Andre Barakowski, 2:12, 2 minutes for hooking. Alex Newhook at 3:26, 2 minutes for hooking. Jaden Struble, 11:19, 2 minutes for slashing. Third period comes. Josh Anderson at 5:50, 2 minutes for hooking. 19:17, Yuri Slavkovsky, 2 minutes for tripping. And that was pretty much it. So they handled their penalties quite well. You couldn't complain about it. Like I said, it was the Habs played their game, played a much weaker opponent. This team has let some players go in the off season, which I find kind of surprising. I think they had a better roster last year, the Kraken. So they're going to have some work to do. I didn't like the win in the sense that I want a tank. So this didn't help us. This will probably put us ahead of the Kraken. And we'll probably stay ahead of the Kraken because that team is in bad condition. There's no other way to put it. That team, they got big problems. For a team that was building so well last year, I think it's such a shame. They lost. They took some steps back this year. Habs though played a good, solid game, hardworking, and they just kept coming at Seattle. So that was important too. Showing good signs. However, I wanted to lose, but it is what it is. I think they wanted a victory just to stop the bleeding a bit with all the losses. And I think that's just gets them back on board. Now they can go back to losing because they got Colorado next on Tuesday. I expect that to go the other way around. However, we played them pretty solid the last game, but I would expect vengeance from Colorado's got to win those. You're now at that section of the season where games are going to be important to Colorado. They're going to probably expect like a 5-1 reversal of what you see tonight for like Colorado on us. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot to say other than I'm quite proud of Ryan Becker's debut in Laval. He looked exceptional. I said he was going to shock some people. I stand by it. I think this is going to be a good stint for him to go on that run. And it can only do him good. And I think he's going to shock people come training camp. Just got to put some beef on. And thinking out a bit. But other than that, good signs. Habs put, like I said, they put quite a pounding on a couple players there too. But it wasn't that physical of a game. They seem to be a smaller club though, and that's funny because we're pretty darn small ourselves. But I don't know. I just not a close game, and I'm not a fan of those. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Where's the Puck Drop First here at Center Heights Productions, and there's not much more to say than that. Than Newhook had his 2 goals, and goalie had an exceptional game. I did think that Slap got that first goal, but they gave it to goalie. That's fine. And Primeau played a pretty damn solid game. So all good that way, and we will go into Colorado. Don't expect much. Expect pretty much 5-1, 6-1, around thereabouts. And that's all we have to say for this one. Thank you for joining me. Hit the likes and subscribes. Muchly appreciated. Trying to drive the channel up. That would be great. I would muchly appreciate it if you did that before you left. Thank you for joining me, and God bless.